Welcome to Daily Gossip. You'll get daily Hollywood updates here, so remember to subscribe for the latest videos. Today, we dive into one of the most unexpected, jaw-dropping moments in recent celebrity memory, a story that has left fans gasping, critics buzzing, and social media absolutely ablaze. The woman at the center of it all? None other than Mary Padian, the beloved Junkyard Queen from Storage Wars, a star whose charm, wit, and signature bohemian style have made her a favorite among millions. But this time, Mary wasn't on our screens negotiating over vintage furniture or laughing her way through an auction. This time, she was the headline, and for reasons far more glamorous, daring, and audacious than anyone could have predicted. It all began when a set of stunning, almost surreal photographs began circulating online, images that showed Mary in a light the world had never quite seen before. Known for her quirky fashion sense and down-to-earth persona, Mary appeared in these pictures with a confidence, sensuality, and allure that took even her most devoted fans by surprise. The outfit, or perhaps the lack of it, left nothing to the imagination, an artful yet bold statement that straddled the line between elegance and pure, unfiltered daring. Her trademark earthy accessories were still there, but the ensemble was a masterclass in minimalism and impact, a vision that seemed almost designed to ignite whispers, gasps, and hashtags in every corner of the internet. Within minutes of the images surfacing, Twitter threads exploded, Instagram comment sections became miniature fan clubs, and TikTok users began dissecting every angle, lighting choice, and fabric detail. The consensus? Mary had officially redefined her public image in a single, unforgettable move. Yet behind the glamour and the heat of the moment, there was also a sense of curiosity. What had inspired this transformation? Insiders close to Mary revealed that this was not a spur-of-the-moment decision, but a carefully crafted statement, a deliberate step into a new chapter of her career, one that embraces her womanhood, her confidence, and her freedom to express herself without constraint. Friends describe her as feeling more empowered than ever, a sentiment echoed in her poised yet playful demeanor in the photos. Fashion analysts were quick to point out the brilliance of her styling, the natural tones that complemented her skin, the clever layering, or lack thereof, that hinted at artistry beneath the allure, and the confident stance that spoke louder than any accessory could. To many, this was not just Mary Padian showing skin. It was Mary showing strength, agency, and an unapologetic embrace of self-image. But make no mistake, this was also a media storm, and Mary's leap into this bold presentation has already sparked debates about celebrity reinvention, public perception, and the thin, often blurred line between personal empowerment and public spectacle. Some praised her for owning her narrative, for stepping outside the expectations placed upon women in entertainment, especially those who have been typecast into certain roles. Others were more critical, questioning whether the move was calculated for attention or simply an authentic expression of who she is today. But regardless of where one stands on the matter, one thing is undeniable. Mary Padian has the world's attention, and she's holding it with a mix of poise, playfulness, and pure magnetic presence. This moment, as unexpected as it was, may just mark the start of a brand new era for the woman once known primarily for her vintage finds and quick-witted auction banter. Now, she's the headline, the conversation starter, the woman whose image is on the lips and in the feeds of millions. And if the past is any indication, Mary Padian knows exactly how to turn this spark into a blazing, unforgettable chapter in her already remarkable story. The reaction to Mary Padian's daring turn did not fade overnight. If anything, it gathered momentum, with every passing hour amplifying the fascination and the frenzy. Entertainment blogs plastered her images across their homepages, each outlet racing to add its spin on the moment, while fashion critics hailed it as an example of understated sensuality executed with the precision of high art. This was not your average red carpet shocker or tabloid paparazzi capture. This was Mary, in full control of her image, unveiling herself on her own terms. Fans dug deep into her past looks, comparing her signature auction day boots and quirky layered skirts to this newfound minimalism, noting that the confidence had always been there, only now, it had been distilled into something raw, magnetic, and impossible to ignore. The photos triggered not just admiration but deep conversation about the ways women in entertainment can, and should, reinvent themselves without apology. Mary herself remained largely silent in the days immediately following the release, posting only a cryptic caption on Instagram. Every chapter needs a turning page, accompanied by a single black and white shot from the photo set. That one post garnered hundreds of thousands of likes and tens of thousands of comments, from celebrity friends expressing awe to everyday fans sharing stories of how her boldness had inspired them to embrace their own self-confidence. Industry insiders revealed that the shoot had been months in the making, with a carefully curated creative team working closely with Mary to ensure that every element, lighting, texture, pose, conveyed both vulnerability and undeniable power. It was more than a look, it was a statement, one that fit neatly into a larger trend of women in Hollywood reclaiming their narratives through personal style choices. Yet, as with all bold moves, the conversation was not without its controversies. Some longtime viewers of Storage Wars felt blindsided, unsure how to reconcile the earthy, affable Junkyard Queen they knew with this newly revealed siren of style. Others accused the media of sensationalizing a simple fashion choice into something far larger than Mary intended. But even the criticisms only seemed to fuel the spotlight further, keeping her name and her image in circulation as think pieces, reaction videos, and fashion breakdowns dominated feeds across platforms. Meanwhile, opportunities began to pour in. Fashion magazines reached out for interviews and covers, lifestyle brands pitched endorsement deals, and several production companies quietly floated offers for Mary to headline her own makeover or lifestyle reality series. Those closest to her say she's weighing her next move carefully, mindful of not letting the moment define her entirely, but also aware of the rare cultural currency she now holds. It's a delicate balance between capitalizing on a viral wave and staying true to the authenticity that earned her fans in the first place. But Mary Padian has never been one to shy away from a challenge. In private conversations, she's reportedly described the experience as liberating, a reminder that she can surprise not just the world but herself. Whether this bold chapter becomes a one-time statement or the beginning of a sustained reinvention, one thing is certain. Mary has stepped into a realm of influence far beyond the storage units and auction lots where she first made her mark. She's become a symbol of confidence, of reinvention, of the power to rewrite your own public story at any stage of life. And as the cameras keep flashing, the articles keep flowing, and the conversations keep buzzing, Mary Padian stands at the center of it all, not as a passive subject of gossip, but as the author of her own narrative. For those who thought they knew her, this moment is a reminder. There's always more beneath the surface, and sometimes it's what you choose to reveal that leaves the deepest impression. The world may have gasped, but Mary? She smiled, turned the page, and walked boldly into her next chapter.